Hey guys, it is What If Senpai here. I like to thank you for everything and the support that you're giving me to this What If. I know this is What If is not like my others where it blew up like it didn't blow up like What If Naruto's OP. Talking about What If Naruto's OP, I'm gonna cancel it. Just kidding. Don't worry about that. I actually have to make a script because I told you in the previous What If I had made. This is the first time I've tried out making a whole What If one time. So So it's a little bit easier dealing with stuff. So this is way easier than I actually thought it would be. So hey, so you're gonna get some videos. So look, but you didn't come here for me to ramble on. This video might be a little more saucier and a little more longer. Okay, just warning you. So hey guys, we're redoing What if Naruto was a hatake or white haired demon? Let's get into the what if. I think that's too loud. Sorry, guys. If it was too loud, I'm sorry. If it's too low, yeah, you understand. You get the gist. So I left off at Naruto completely bodying Kakashi in the egg not exams, the belt test, where we see that the only reason Naruto did not kill Kakashi was because he had a team to deal with. He would have done it if he. Yeah, you understand. So, after that, Naruto goes home and he tells the girls, because they went home with him because they finished their belt test in their past. I don't need to get into that. Naruto goes home and he tells the girls that they might need some learning some sealing ninjutsu and become seal masters. The hell? It's supposed to be. Hold up, guys. Messed up. Okay, like I said. So Naruto goes to. So they go to the library. If you don't know, every clan has a library, and especially them. They have tons and thousands of scrolls from the Uzugakure village and the Uzugakure village and the hideouts that they went to, and they did find some scrolls there. So they go up to become seal masters. Hinata, Hinabi, Karin, Fu, and Haku become seal masters. But all of them can use the flying Raijin with Naruto. Because if you do not remember, you actually need, there's certain circumstances that you need to know how to actually move with somebody with the flying Raijin when you actually want to like do an attack. So because Tobirama said to Naruto when he hit Obito in the back, Jubito, that there was some kind of thing that you had to know before you're using the flying Raijin. So they know that they can't use the flying Raijin by themselves, but they can use it together without Naruto being there. So they can all, you know how Minato's Hokage guards could do the flying Raijin, but they could never do it by themselves. Yeah, that. So Naruto goes with his team and does the ranked missions. Remember, I need to tell you about Sasuke and Naruto's relationship with each other. Naruto doesn't care for Sasuke, but he loves Sasuke at the same time. It's that brotherly love he had and all of that. The only reason he doesn't like Sasuke or completely care for him is that he wants to kill Itachi. The reason is that Naruto knows that why Itachi did this and why it happened to Itachi that made him like this. and he just finds Sasuke stupid of just thinking Itachi would do such a thing. And Sasuke is mad at Naruto because he doesn't want to kill Itachi. So he thinks that he agreed to what Itachi did, which was not true. He really thought there could be another way, but hey, things happen. Naruto is trying to figure out. Oh yeah, by the way, he already wrote down the the arm of the Thunder God in a scroll and put it in there. But he only left it for like his children, or if he and the mission that he's gonna go on for like on the mission that he's going. I'm giving the Uzumakis a dojutsu, and a dojutsu does well. Naruto was gonna have it, but he's not really gonna use it too much. The dojutsu can detect genjutsu and ninjutsu. It can detect ninjutsu. It can absorb ninjutsu, and it can read other people's taijutsu. It cannot copy, but it can cause seals by looking at them. Like he can seals when someone's chakra. He can seal someone's chakra by that. Hinata, let me go into Hinata and Hinabi. Hinata and Hinabi are true-blooded Uzumakis. Well, they have the techniques of Uzumaki anyways. And Naruto even gave him some of his blood, which allowed them to kind of have their chakra to skyrocket. So they have a chakra of Uzumaki and the power of a Hyuga. So they learn how to use seals, and they know how to use seals by just touching. So they can seal the chakra points with a chakra sealing technique. So they can use their Byakugan along with their seals, which is pretty cool, and I think. And Hinata and Hinabi pick up a tanto instead of like a sword like Naruto, or a katana, depends. But Naruto's katana is way different and just like it's super OP. Remember, Naruto will not always have that sword. He's gonna eventually get rid of it. Not get rid of it, but he's eventually gonna stop using it and use the Shinigami sword. But he can't use it right now because it takes a lot of chakra, and he's not about that smoke. Well, it doesn't take a lot of chakra, but he would have to put it down sometimes to regain his chakra back. But hey, what can you decide? Naruto then Hiruzen assigned them a C rank mission, and this time Naruto figured out that Tazuna is lying, because I told you Naruto had a very high sensory ability, and he has both have the Krama, and he has, so he would have this to see if you're lying or not. So he would have that. I think he needed to go QB cloak for that, but I'm not gonna put that in here, so trust him out. And Naruto tells Hiruzen that is not a C rank mission, and he thinks he's gonna need his team. And Tazuna is really sweating because Naruto knew he was lying from the moment he said C rank, and Naruto just detected the lie. Naruto said, "We're still gonna take the mission because I understand why. When you said you came from the wave, I understand why you want to do this." And Naruto knows what the wave has been true. He didn't help it because it wasn't a part of his mission assignment, and plus he was on a mission at that time, so he couldn't like really fit in himself to do things at that point. He feels really bad about it, but he knows he couldn't do anything about it. So Kakashi says team, and Naruto and Hiruzen says that they don't really know about that. And Naruto pulls up his shoulder, showing the Anbu tattoo, and Kakashi is really surprised. That means Naruto was in Anbu for a while, and Naruto was only Anbu for like 5 years. I'll explain you the whole timeline that I did, but because it's kind of all over the place right now. But hey, don't question it. So Naruto teleports to all of his girlfriends, and he tells them that they have a team mission. And Ren and Obito, because they were at the same place, so just the plot. Okay, they're at the same place doing a joint training session. Remember, Obito and Rin are not a thing, and they have no spark. They're like Team and Hinata, Hinabi, Kari, Fu, all raise up, and Hinata raise up their arms to show the, the Ambu mark. At whose feelings for Hinata on Team Kurenai? I'm gonna say around the Konoichi. Let's call her Osusuri. Yeah, Osusuri from the Hyuga clan. Okay, Osusuri. She's a side branch because all the main branches are basically dead as fuck, except like the children and the girls. But Uchiha are not all. So the Uchiha are not all massacred. There was babies and women that were pregnant. So yeah, I can bring myself to kill children. Even in the what if. Okay, I'm not that cold blooded. Now that Naruto's in a part of the clan, I actually have to explain stuff about it. And all my other what ifs, the children never died, okay? Okay. Okay. So everyone goes to everyone goes to the Namikaze state. As in Hinata, Hinabifu, and Karin, and oh shit, I've been forgetting Haku. I swear to God, and Haku. Yes, all those times I said their names, I said Haku too. So Haku gets her gear, and so does everybody. They then put off their masks. I never especially what mask they wear. Naruto wears the kanji for 9 on his mask, and it has orange lining. It's like Toby Rama's lining. Naruto's favorite color is still orange, but he doesn't wear it at all. He just likes the color orange, okay? Yeah. So Hinata's is purple with the kanji of 9, and on top of her head. And what was Hinabi's favorite color? I'm gonna wear a dark navy blue. She has a dark navy blue with the second Hokage little marks there, with the kanji of 9 on the top of the mask. And Fu has forest green with the kanji of 9 on her forehead. And Haku has, no, Karin hers is red with the kanji of 9 on top of her head, and you understand what I'm saying. And Haku has a light blue color and the kanji for 9 on top of the head. I never gave him the squad name, which is the Konoha 9, which is the Konoha 9 Ambu squad, or they call him the Ambu 9 or the Konoha 9 or the Black Ops 9. They have multiple names, but Hinata is the goddess of death. Hinabi is the mistress of death. Kani is the rebirth of the Red Death, which Kushina had. Though she's the rebirth of the Red Death. Then Haku is the ice mistress. That took so much work. I just couldn't find any name for Kari, so I just gave her Kushina's name, because they're so similar in personality. Well, not really. Well, towards other people, yeah, they're similar in personality. But when it came to Kari and to Sasuke, oh damn it. Oh, every one of the girls wear pig ponytails, but sometimes they let the hair down. But most of the time they wear ponytails. And Fu has longer hair. Yeah, she has long hair, like Hinata length. So does Hinabi. So they're all in pigtails. So they move on and they body flicker in the Hokage's room, and they see Kakashi, Rin, and Obito know about the Konoha 9 or the Anbu 9 or the Blackout 9 or whatever you want to call them, and they're asking what they're here, and they remove the mask and they see Naruto, Naruto. Yeah, you see everyone. Okay, I'm not gonna say their names because it's really stressed. It takes a lot out of me to say their freaking names. I don't understand why, but it takes a lot out of me. Okay. So Naruto goes, so they go, but Hinata, Nabi, Fu, and Haku are in the trees, and they're concealing their presence, like A level, no, they, they are so concealing their presence, if you directly look at them, you cannot see them, and the fact that this is not a jutsu, this is a breath style that Naruto created, that you have to move that so still and keep your breathing at such a level where they can't even notice your presence and they can't even notice where you were, or this sight is tricking you basically. Naruto, so they're in the trees doing that, but Naruto, they are so skilled at it that they can move while doing it, and that what makes them one of the most deadliest Ambu squads in Konoha. They are revered as the most deadly Ambu squad, and they have the most freaking Ambu squad missions stacked up. And Naruto has a name for himself. He also, people outside the village know Naruto as is a Ambu because people know Naruto's name, and they call him the Yellow Flash, the Silver Flash of Konoha, and the Naruto, the Blue Flame of Konoha. Yeah, the wielder of the Blue Flame of Konoha. They have two names because remember, Naruto has a blue fire, not the normal fire, and Naruto's lightning is always black, and he doesn't even have storm release. So yeah, Naruto has all 5 chakra natures because hatake's. I'm giving it to hatake's, okay? So that's why people make Naruto hatake. So Naruto. So when the brothers come out in a flash, they're dead. Naruto did this himself because his objective mission, is to make sure nothing happens to the team or Tazuna. And they didn't even see when Naruto left, when he appeared or left. Naruto goes back into the trees looking at the team. They move forward and then they intercept Zabuza. This time, Kakashi does not fight Zabuza. Naruto fights Zabuza. And the Zabuza says, Naruto, the Silver Flash. And everybody's shocked. And let's say, for plot reasoning, Kakashi, Rin, or Obito, or no one in the Konoha has really read the Bingo book in a long time. But they're gonna read it around shooting games. So Naruto goes in front of him and pulls out his blade. And Zabuza says the blade of Totsuka, the Totsuka blade, or the blade of Totsuka. What an honor. Naruto does not spoken yet. Naruto says, team. And everyone and the team form a circle around the Konoha, the Konoha team. They then proceed to do hand signs, and an orange barrier appears, and it says, Nine Tails Crimson Ray Force Field. Our formation, Nine Tails Crimson formation, and an orangey reddish barrier appears over the Konoha, and they're in a meditation position. Naruto's team, and Naruto is fighting Zabuza, and he puts the lightning through his put lightning through his Totsuka blade, and he's clashing with Zabuza. All you see is sparks, like how Kakashi and Kakashi and Naruto's battle was. It's like that. You see sparks flying everywhere, and you see Naruto's Mangekyo activate, and he says, "Amaterasu," and it hits Zabuza's arm. Zabuza cuts off his arm because he realized that the fire is not extinguishing, so he cuts off his arm, and Zabuza get hits with needles, and Hakiza takes him away. Naruto noticed how the resemblance of Haku and Hakuza's here, and he knows that Hakuza looks a lot like Haku, but a little different. Remember, Haku is way stronger than Hakuza. Hakuza is Haku in the natural canon, but Haku is an Uzumaki. Hakuza isn't Uzumaki. They have different mothers. I mean, father. Yeah, they just have different parents. Okay, I'm not even going. Well, so Haku can do Uzumaki style crystal ice mirrors, and she can do hand signs, and a seal will appear all throughout the mirrors, and she uses shadow clones with this. She needs to use shadow clones with this, and the chakra chains will ensnare the enemy, and the seals keeps the person. If there's an ice Keke Genkai user, it's doesn't allow the person to like go into the demonic ice mirrors, because I think if you had the ice release Keke Genkai, you can also go into the mirrors. I'm not too sure, but I think that's how it works. So Naruto goes and so Naruto, Haku, and yeah, they go and they see the village, the state of the village, and Naruto's already seen it, and everybody's like, damn, this place has been fucked up. Naruto says, I know, I've been here before, and then Sakura yells at him saying, why you didn't do anything? Naruto says, it was not my mission to do it, and I really wanted to, but I had a mission to fulfill, so I couldn't come here at the time. And Kakashi says that to Ambu, the mission is everything. There's no way you can actually fail an Ambu mission. You cannot, because an Ambu mission is a S rank mission. It's nothing above, nothing less. Sakura understands that Naruto has a priority to his mission, and that what comes with Ambu. But if Naruto was a normal ninja, he could have just stopped and helped out Lily. But his mission is not entirely locked off like his other mission would be. Naruto then, when they reach the house, he then tells his team to ungear and just put on normal clothes, because you don't want to cause suspicion. They take off the clothes and the mask, and they go back into their normal clothes. If you didn't know, and Haku doesn't use Senman. Actually, she uses a Tanto. Other than like her canon counterpart, she uses a Tanto. So Haku is also proficient at fire release, so she can use a lot of fire release. So she can engulf her flames into, she can engulf fire into her Tanto, so she's pretty cool. Naruto goes out and hunts some boar, bear, cat, boar and bear, and like sheep and everything. He carries in the back. He makes shadow clones. He chops wood, and like he took down a whole forest. Well, a forest that was very far away from the village. And he goes and gets like sharks, not dolphins, sharks, fish, and all of the sort. And he starts rebuilding the village. And then he sets up a stall, and he cooks all the food, and he uses lightning chakra to like carve into the wood saying free food, and everybody comes and he feeds everyone. It's like the master chef that he is. Bruh, he went ham on everyone. He made sure that they had the best meal of their lives. And all the like buildings that were coming down, Naruto made like bazillion shadow clones. Not he didn't actually make a bazillion, but bazillion is not even a number. But you understand. Sorry for that. Like, yeah. So Naruto goes and he picks up the village. Then the second arrival of Gato comes, and Haku goes off to fight her brother. And Haku's just like, oh, my weak little sister. And then Haku blitzes him hardcore and just starts beating him. And Haku's just like, what? No, Nani? What is going on? And Naruto doesn't even participate in his, and he lets Kakashi do it this time. He was not about this, and he does the formation, the Nine Tails formation, instead of he filled in for Haku. So he's doing that, and Haku ensnares his brother and chops off his head, killing Hakuza. Hakuza. He sheds his tear and says, "Sorry, brother. Sorry we had to cross paths like this. I truly do forgive you." Before Hakuza dies, he says, "I'm sorry too." So Naruto, so in his last breath, he says, "I'm sorry too," and Hakuza dies. I give him a little redemption thingy, cause I couldn't do that to him and just I'm not that type of person, okay? I give him a little redemption. And I'm gonna put this in the back of your head. Put this in the very back of your head. These deaths that's in here are deaths that are gonna matter. So like Jiraiya's death, it's gonna matter for something. It's gonna deal with something. So don't cry over it. There's always an alternative of someone dying, okay? So they finish the mission and they go off. I only did put Haku in this mission because they were gonna meet Hakuza. So that's the only reason I made this a Anbu mission for Naruto and them, was because Hakuza was gonna be there, and the only way I could have done that is by getting the Anbu team. So they get ready for the tunings, and especially Naruto, because Naruto is like he's cage level at this point. I'm just kidding. He's not cage level. Cage level with his Mangekyo Sharingan, but in his base form, without anything else, without the QB, he's Anbu level, but he's no cage level. Yeah, come. This is where I'm gonna end the video. Bye, guys.